and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning in my social media planner for the week of March 28th through April 3rd. So this is the week that we are currently in, so this video is going up on probably a Friday, and that'll be this Friday right here. Except I realized that I filled in the wrong spread when I was planning my social media for this week. So I actually made it for next week. So I'm gonna go back and make this video for this spread. It is Sunday, so I will have some time to actually plan in this tomorrow, which is Monday. So the spread isn't completely lost, it's just the video is going up on a weird day. This is the spread that I made for next week, which is very fun. I used these craft supply stickers from Create with Mandy, and then I took some florals out of the newer Happy Blooms book to layer behind them, bring out those peach tones that are occurring in a lot of the different supplies. These bullet points and headers are from her. The lettering is from According to Allie. And then I used Archer and Olive acrylograph pens to do all of these little rose gold foiled accents. So this is a fun little crafty social media spread. But since this is already done, and I had planned on doing a social media video this week, we're just gonna backtrack and do this one. So I'm gonna do a social media spread this week, and it'll go live when it goes live, but it's still a spread, so it doesn't necessarily need to be for the following week. It could just be, I'm making a spread. I have quite a few of these sticker dolls from Goldmine and Coco, which I absolutely adore. This is from their Wine and Dine collection, and I just love these floral patterns on all of their little outfits. The colors are gorgeous. It's like a navy blue, a bubblegum pink, and then like a kind of mustardy yellow, or it's like a lemon lime yellow. Anyway, they're gorgeous. The dolls are super detailed. I'll give you a little closer look at them. This one is Danielle. So I wanted to make sure that she was kind of the star of the show in this spread. I have a lot of different sticker dolls from them, and it was hard for me to pick, but I ended up on her because I like the floral outfit. So Danielle is going to be the star of the show in this week's social media spread. To bring out some pink tones that are in her outfit, I'm using Blushin, which I think this is going to be one of my go-to books. I'm glad I got 2 copies of this because I keep coming back to it. I wanted to pair some pink watercolory things with her, and when I say that, I mean stickers like "It's cool to be kind" or "Be kind and be brave," just that kind of thing. I kind of like the watercolor accent with some of these more outlined graphic forms that are on her outfit. But I also wanted to bring in some florals to kind of layer behind her, layer with the boxes, just add some fun shapes to the spread. So this is the Botanicals Oh So Many Stickers Mega Book. I think they marketed this as Notes and Florals or something like that. I used this when I was goal setting on Monday on my channel, which in real world time was about an hour ago, but on the channel it'll be a little different. But what I'm thinking for this spread is that I'm going to use some clear black line art florals. These ones are the gold version, but I'm thinking the black will look good because there's just so many black tones in this book, especially with the lettering being black on these stickers. So I thought these could be fun to layer behind her. And I was worried that if I used the foil, it would get a little distracting or maybe just be a little too much with everything that's going on in her outfit. So I want her to be the star of the show with some pink and some florals. I also pulled in these 2 books, and I know I'm getting into a lot of sticker book territory, but these are going to sit off to the side because I think this was the first iteration of this particular floral design. This one came out of a Be Happy box forever ago, and I still have some stickers left over in here, but there's some more functional boxes that might match if I need it. So there's some clear florals in here. And then the second iteration of that floral design happened in colorful florals. There are some gold ones in here, but there's also some black line art ones. I think they're mainly on paper though, so I'm going to try to avoid the paper-backed ones. But again, there's some clear ones. And I saw things like this full box that has just the floral design in it, and I thought, okay, maybe that could work. And then the third iteration of this floral design, and there's probably other versions of it that I haven't caught, but it's a reoccurring floral sticker, would be in this book. So I like the big ones, but maybe I'm going to need some small ones. So these ones are hanging out off to the side in case I end up needing to pull them in. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off of the discs and we will get started with this spread. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and white out all of the headers that are on the left half of the dashboard. I don't need errands in this social media planner. I just need wide open spaces that I can do like video planning and stuff like that. I'm going to take one of these large line art florals to go down in the section that I normally use for analytics, and I'm gonna kind of corner it off of the page. I'd like this to be kind of a ground that she stands on, so there will be places where I need to kind of cut the fragments, and they'll come in helpful later on in the video when I need to like fill up certain spaces within the spread. Always save your tiny little flower fragments. You never know when they're gonna come in handy. And they're just like a nice little way of kind of bringing stickers into areas like that you wouldn't be able to fit like a full box. Or maybe you need another like pop of line art. So something like this is subtle enough that it's not like a whole nother sticker cluster, but it adds an impact. I'm thinking that I'd like the version of her that kind of looks into the spread rather than looking away off of the page. So I'm going to go with this one on the right. And this sticker paper is so luxurious. It's like that really buttery, I just can't even explain it, is high quality sticker paper. So definitely love that. And I think one thing that actually surprised me the first time I used the Goldmine and Coco sticker doll stickers, because they came in like a 10-pack. I got all the sticker dolls from the collection. I don't think they have an option to buy them like individually, or at least there wasn't in the like set that I bought. Surprised me the first time that when you peel the sticker off the page, the background of it is clear, but it's kind of cool. So one more sticker doll of Danielle, and I will be sure to keep her in a safe place until she makes her debut in a different spread. I'm wanting like a big quote that makes an impact next to her, and I know what there is in the Blushin' It book, and I don't think it's going to cut it for what I'm trying to do. So I have bold and oh, this isn't bold and blush, it's just bold blush. Are they all like that? It's like one of those weird, like, am I losing my mind moments. These ones are rose gold, but I want one of these black lettered ones. So we've got all of these as options. There might even be one more page in this book. Yeah, I just passed it. Okay. We've got these ones as well. And I just want to put one next to her. I think I like Make Way for Today, or if I have a girl in my planner, She Just Shines might be appropriate. Ready for the Day might fit the space a little bit better. I don't think anything on this page is really standing out to me. I'm going to go with Ready for the Day. I could use She Just Shines, but I could put it somewhere else in the spread. I just feel like this will kind of fit around the florals in the way that I really want it to. It would be really hard to read if I layered this onto those line art florals. So trying to keep them clustered together as much as possible, but not overlapping. And then I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the corner is blank just because of the way that I clustered out those florals. This is another great opportunity for me to make use of the sticker fragments. I'm just going to place that into the corner to fill up any extra white space. And I can cut it again, but now it looks like a filled in corner rather than something that just kind of exists diagonally across it. Gonna remove all the extra sticky because I don't need this sticking to my tables today. I don't really think I need anything from the Bold Blush sticker book, although these are cute, but no, I want to use the Blushin' It one. There is a difference in aesthetic between Bold Blush and Blushin' It. Yes, they are both blush sticker books. I'm having a very hard time, though, putting into words what the difference really is between Blushin' It and Bold Blush. I think this one, to me, looks more like Teresa Collins stuff. And I know Teresa Collins is not working for the Happy Planner currently, so it's similar to her style. She's worked with them before. I don't know if they, like, drew inspiration from the work that they did together, or this was more of like a... We've been inspired by, like, her work, and we've kind of just indirectly moved it into our own style, which I sometimes do that too when I'm designing stuff. Like, there's definitely such a thing as subconscious inspiration, where I'll be like scrolling through Instagram and I will see a post by someone and I'm like, man, I really love that planner spread, I'm gonna save it for later. Or not even that, like I see it, I'm like, oh, that's cool, I like it, and I'll move on. And then I'll make a planner spread and look at it, I'm like, this looks nearly identical to the one I saw on Instagram. Not intending to copy it, but somehow it ends up being the same thing. So I don't know how this Blushin' It book came to be, but it is very, very, very similar to the Teresa Collins stuff. Now I'm going to find some little header boxes to cover up all of my whiteout clusters. And I saw some little arrows that I thought could be nice. Or there's a whole page of some skinny stickers like this. Maybe like the pink ones would work well. I don't think the brown or the cream would do the same job that I want it to do. So I'm going to try using these. And then when I get a little bit further into this video, I'm going to go find my According to Allie sticker albums. And I will use those as the different headers to label all of my different, like, functional boxes. There was a lot of weird pausing in that sentence, so I'm sorry about that. Just trying to, A, catch my breath, because I've been filming a lot of videos tonight, and B, like, fully process what I'm trying to say as I place stickers on the page without, like, using the word as filler content for when I cannot find the right words. I don't know if I want to put one over the one, like, above her head, because this box, like, is kind of not really functional now that she's hanging out there. But for balance, it might look best. Sure, I could put some bullet points, like, to the right of her, but then when I write in it, it's going to look a little wonky, so maybe I don't do that. In retrospect, I wish I bought more items from this Wine and Dine collection, because I'm like, I want something that's in that same color palette to kind of go up in this floral cluster. I want, like, more functional stickers from it, but I thought I was going to be fine with just the sticker dolls, but I really do think I would have a lot of fun using other stickers from that collection. I'm trying to figure out what is going on with the right half of the page. I mentioned wanting to use these ones, so we'll start off with this one that says be kind and be brave. Has that fun blush watercolor effect to it. So I feel like I always place one like right here, but it's just like space that I feel comfortable giving up to more decorative stuff. So I'm gonna place this one maybe up on Tuesday. It'll kind of work its way into the YouTube section a little bit, but I still have enough room to write around it for all of my YouTube videos that I'm gonna hopefully post this week. And it's gonna be weird seeing in the YouTube box, like, on this spread, the video for this spread. Just because I'm working on a weird timeline right now. I'm taking some florals to kind of corner this out. And I want this to place around where it says B, but also not take up all of my functional room on Monday. I think that's probably my best solution with that. I know there's some more smaller versions of these florals in the other books that I showed you earlier on, but I might kind of just wait until I use up what I have in this sticker book before I go in and try to find, like, slightly different versions of them. This one I'm going to cut off the side of the page because I do love this floral right there. Some of that leaf can just hang out down on Sunday. And then with this section, I have to decide, do I want it on the spread or do I want to save it for like a future one? It might be nice to have it down on the bottom of this page, like on Saturday. I'm still going to want to bring in another full decorative box. And it's just a matter of which floral cluster am I clustering it with. So this is what we've got going on so far. The other full decorative box that I'm looking at is It's Cool to Be Kind. Somehow we've ended up with 2 quotes about being kind on the same page, but at least they're cohesive. They have the same design style and they have the same message, essentially. So this one's gonna go on Sunday, still enough room to write on Sunday, which will be much needed because Sundays are typically the day that I post my catch-all videos. I didn't end up posting one last Sunday, which would actually be today if I'm accounting for like filming, but I didn't end up posting one because I filmed the catch-all and I knew I needed a lot of functional space, and I was trying to very intentionally make room for all of the commitments I had this week. It's been a rough week and it hasn't even started yet. So I was being very intentional about like where the stickers are going, where I'm leaving room for functional stuff. And then the decorative kind of took a back seat, and in me trying to make the decorative look better, I actually ended up making things look worse. Going into the Florals book to pull a couple of these smaller ones. But as I was saying about the catch-all spread, it feels like lately I've been having a really hard time measuring in my head when I need to like stop stickering. I've let a few spreads kind of get into overload territory lately. Unintentionally, of course. But it's just like, in my head, I'm like, maybe one more sticker will help it look better. And then I try to solve the problem that I've created myself and inadvertently make it even worse. I'm trying to cluster this. Maybe this is an instance of that, but no, I don't exactly hate that. And I can peel it up if I need to. So that's how last week's catch-all spread went down. Hopefully it does not happen again this week. Or maybe I should do this, this one looks a little bit more delicate than the one I placed. But I need to tell myself, like, stop before it gets worse. Maybe I'm in a creative rut. Maybe I'm just kind of struggling to find my style right now. I've always been someone who, like, knows very well what their style is, but executing it always becomes an issue when it's a matter of balancing out the functional and the decorative, because in my heart, I am a very decorative planner. And I mean, when I'm planning, I'm obviously a very decorative planner. But the issue arises that, like, I also need functional space. Like, I have a pretty hectic schedule, and I gotta make room for everything. Yes, this fixes some of the lopsidedness of that cluster. Okay, so I have a pretty busy schedule, and I'm like, it would be a dream just to like put one box on like maybe every day instead of trying to do like 15 boxes on every day. So balancing out those two things is hard for me, and it often leads to like spreads that are super duper busy because I'm trying to add the functional and the decorative in their full capacity when I need to like do 50% functional, 50% decorative rather than 100% functional and 100% decorative. I'm looking at these washi strips, and I'm going to use one to cover up the top of my YouTube section. I should say, while I'm planning in this planner, that I do have another sticker release coming up, and it's going to be a week from this Friday. So I guess a week from today, if I'm thinking about this right. I don't remember the exact date. I want to say it's like the 8th. I don't have a time set just yet, but there will be a design reveal eventually coming to my channel. I normally do the first Monday of the month, but I'm feeling a little behind with all of the different things I had to do for school this week. So I was just leaving some time for myself. It's going to be on Friday. And it's going to be a lot of different things. I want to do some more like basic stickers. Not like basic, but like things that could be fun for layering in the color palette, like my signature color palette, if you will. That like blue, pink, and yellow color palette. So some layering things, a few functional things, maybe something for Mother's Day. I don't know. I haven't actually made the stickers yet. That's how far ahead I'm filming. But there's just going to be a bunch of different like things for that release. More details to come, obviously, but it'll be a week from this Friday. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for like bullet points, page flags for this week. And I'm looking at this. This is very dark with the black background of her outfit and then the lettering on this quote, just because it is like a thicker lettering style. So I think to offset that and bring some of the heavier like graphic tones of that onto this half of the spread, I'll use these tiny little black page flags as my bullet points this week. And I think it'll kind of help level out some of that really intricate line work of the florals and just make it a little bit bolder. Always going for that bold look. So I'm going to go ahead and place one of these on every single day. I've kind of accepted the fact that I will post on Instagram, or I'll try to post on Instagram once per day. If I post another thing, like that's great, but it doesn't need to be accounted in the planner. I just want to have like an idea of one thing that I could post every day. Some days I tend to skip it. Some days I'll like add a reel on top of that. For those of you who are interested in like doing social media stuff, and this is a social media planner, so I suppose during the course of these videos I can also talk about like how I'm managing social media. As someone who has no background in doing social media work, but I've noticed that sharing your Instagram reels, like the Instagram version of TikTok, to your actual like feed. So you have an option to keep the reels over in the reels tab or have them show up in your actual feed. By sharing them in the feed, they get a lot more views, and in turn it kind of like people start following you, like on Instagram. That sounded kind of creepy out of context. People do not follow you in real life, but you can get like more followers on social media by engaging with things like reels, just because Instagram is putting such stress on like that kind of posting. You know, they're trying to make themselves into TikTok. They are not TikTok, but that's what they're trying to do. I'm looking for boxes to go over here to mark out analytics, and I'm looking at these ones that have the little white border around them. I don't know if that's exactly what I want. Maybe I could just find some plain black colorful boxes. It already feels like kind of complete, so I don't really want to go too crazy with this. I do like these ones with the polka dots, but there's no other polka dots in the spread so far. I grabbed the Mojo Jojo Plans Black Boxes book to do all of my analytics down here. I'm having so much fun with this spread. I think it's like a fun, kind of like elegant take on like the black and pink. I feel like black and pink always go really well together, but I just love having the sticker doll in there as well. I do wish I found a way to incorporate some of the other colors from her outfit into the spread, because I do think like maybe that yellow could make a really nice appearance, or like even some of those blue tones. Okay, I'm gonna do a full box for this one. Yeah, I can't really tell. Maybe I should do it sideways. Or I could even add it into this cluster in the box that's like not getting used. That might be a good idea. I'm gonna put it up a little higher. I don't always use all of the bullet points that are in that top section of things, so I can space things out a little bit. Although maybe it would look better if it were actually down a bit to be kind of engaged in the cluster. It's just trial and error at this point. I'm going to use this one to mark out Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok analytics. All 3 of those social media platforms are linked below, with the exception of YouTube, because you're already here. Welcome! This is my YouTube channel, if you were not already aware of that. Yeah, I think that looks really good. Okay. I'm trying to think, like, do I need any boxes over here for social media stuff? I don't think so. I don't have any plans that I can think of off the top of my head that would require a box, and I can add those in as the week goes on. But it's always to your advantage to plan what you know and then wait on the things that you don't know. Because if you want to take the stickers off the page, then they're going to be ruined because they were already stuck on the page. The next thing I want to do is take my According to Allie handwritten word stickers to label all of the headers that I have on the left half of the spread. So I am looking for things like this. I have the mini versions, but I like the bigger versions if I have like full boxes like that to fill in. This one is called YouTube. It has film, edit, and post. So when I set up this social media planner, I'll take stickers like this and then put them over the headers. I ordered these in the clear so that when I use like these pink stickers, for example, you can see like through them and it looks like they're just directly written on the headers. Looks really good. In some cases, you might want to use like the stickers on paper, but then you would get that white border around them, so it would be a little disjointed from that pink background. This one says post, and this is where I make my schedule of videos that are going to be posted on YouTube. I used to just kind of extend this column down and do this as like a post box, but I found that I wasn't using it as much because I was actually just rewriting the same thing over on that side of the page. So I changed it up like that. That's the best thing about planning, is that you can constantly adapt your planning style to account for the things that you actually need to get done. If something's not working, you don't need to force it. You can just make the change. Now I'm going to take this one that is Instagram, and I don't really use like the pictures stickers on these ones, in this planner at least. Sometimes I'll use them in my daily planner if I need to like take a bunch of pictures in a particular day, but I like these ones that say reel, like Instagram reels, and I'll count it as like TikToks as well, and that's where I mark the content that I'm sharing in those short form videos. Occasionally I'll take like priority or remember or something like that and do it for the last box, but since there's nothing there that needs to be labeled, I'm all good on those. I only have one of those little page flags left, so I'm gonna try to find something to do this reel section, and I'm thinking one of these bullet pointed lists will probably look best. I'm going with the black to kind of mimic what's going on with the checklists over there. And I want to cut it shorter so that I don't need like 4 different bullet points for reels in a week. That's just unobtainable for me, undoable, because I'm not filming that many like short form videos. They take some time to make. Like I normally do my daily planner as like a reel, but between making the spread, which takes like maybe 30 minutes sometimes because I'm like really thinking about it as I'm planning, and then editing the video, and then if you want it to show up on your Instagram feed, you can make a cover photo for it, so that way it like shows up on your Instagram feed all pretty and matches the aesthetic rather than being a screen cap from that video. So between filming, editing, doing photo stuff like that, it takes about an hour to make, and I can only spare so much time to do so. So reels, we're gonna keep it at 3, and I like the way that it cuts off at the bottom of this box right here. It really makes the cluster fit together. I feel like I'm playing Tetris or something, like with all the matching pieces kind of nestling into each other so perfectly. I'm a little irritated by the blank space that's up here, but I have a hunch that once it's on the discs, it'll feel a little bit more comfortable. I think I've hit a wall with what I'm able to do with this spread, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop it back onto the discs. I feel like when I'm writing in this, I'm going to try to make use of a colored pen. I love the Zebra Click Art pens for adding a little pop of color to my spreads. So I'm thinking I'm going to pull in like a lemon lime color or a lighter blue or even like a darker navy blue as I'm writing out some stuff over here. And that way I can kind of link the two pages together. Just a thought for now, but we'll see how it plays out as I kind of plan through this week. So I'm going to pop this back on the discs. And here you have it, my social media spread for this week. Very excited to plan on this, and by the time this video goes live, I will already have filled it in completely and be working through the week. But I love the way this turned out. These Goldmine and Coco sticker dolls are so cute. I'm not normally someone who's like a huge fan of like people in the planner, but these ones are fun. I love their little outfits, and they have a lot of different options to choose from on their website. So I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in shopping from them. According to Allie, I'll link as well. But I think this is a really fun spread overall, and I can't wait to plan in this one. So, social media spread is planned, and I'm gonna just call it a night. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!